Okay, looking in mirrors, looking far into the distance as far as I can, which is basically the end of the road.
Take the next right onto High Road, A409.
Taking the next right. Okay, get all your braking done in one. Then change gear. Still braking, stopping.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto
It's
the
too loud. So, it's coming out, that's handy. Braking done, gear. Check behind, moped. Position. Wide on the bend to the left. Wide out to the right. Have a good look. It's after 7, so bus lane is not operational. Car pulling to the left, or is it just going left? Gear.
Continue on Long Elms for half a mile.
It's too loud. There's a way of doing that, apparently.
Press right to check the volume control. Press up to increase. Press down to decrease.
Braking in one go. Good. Suitable gear.
In 300 yards, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto Courtney Avenue.
Still too loud in my ear. So, information, position, speed, gear, acceleration. So really, information all the time. Just take that as read. Position, speed, gear. So my position for this roundabout is I want to be in lane 1, in the centre of the lane. Unless I want to cut it, but I'm not sure if he's going straight, so I'm going to just stay behind him. He's going straight, he's cutting it. The car behind me, so I won't cut. I'm a lane one. Maintaining my lane discipline. I'm going to cancel this, it's really annoying. Okay, navigation is now ended, thank goodness, because that was really annoying. I just follow my own path now. And I'm going to take a right here. I want to be in a position, I want to be ready to stop, but looking for information telling me it's okay to go, which it is, so go. It's not a fast road, but I'll still take a position slightly over to the left for this right-hander. And now trying to link it with, it was a right-hander, so trying to link it. I'm coming out to position 2, 2.5, 3 for the left-hander. Watching the child on the bike, making sure I had enough go round. Okay, roundabout, going left. Lane 1, position 1 and a bit. Braking done before. and no chance of going this time, so actually bringing it to a stop, and now ready and off smoothly and into position 2 and back into 1 for the right hander and position 2 again. Maintaining position, maintaining safety bubble, maintaining 2-second gap. Looking into the far distance, I can see a cyclist on the roundabout. Be careful. Right hand lane goes straight on. All your braking done, then the right gear. Maintain positive acceleration around here. Safety check. Nicely done. Stay in the middle of the lane, position 2. Getting your braking done before the roundabout. Before any hazard, before any junction. Speed limit is 30. At 30 now. Third gear. Completely suitable speed. So, information, position, speed. Information, always looking into the far distance. I see red lights far ahead. I see a bus. I see a line of traffic. I see a couple of pedestrians. The red lights now change to green. There's oncoming traffic and a bus. I'll take a lane 1 position for safety. Looking at the right hand indicator of the Volkswagen Golf there. Car parking is going to be out. Everyone's maintaining their position. Learner. Far distance again, looking up into the far distance. I see a car about to pull out. Are you ready? Ready to slow. Didn't need to. I slowed down in advance, just through acceleration control. Right hand bend, so over to the left. Car coming out, pedestrian crossing, another car coming, pedestrian behind me. At the roundabout, going straight on. Lane 2, position 2. Suitable gear, braking all done. Accelerate through and away. Now, did I get my braking all done? I think I actually didn't. I think I got my braking done as I changed gear. In third, still 30 speed limit. Car behind, a Golf, wanting to go a little bit fast. I'm maintaining position 2, giving nothing away. Going at the speed limit. Wants to go past me, he'll have to go a bit faster than the speed limit. I mean, I'm at 33, which is 30. Having checked it against the sat-nav. Okay, maintaining position 2 to commandeer my position on the road, really. There's no massive advantage in going further out to position 3 on the left-hander. I can see quite far enough ahead. Can stop in the distance, I can see to be clear. Conditions are nice. There's a car in front of me, there's a bus that's now got its indicator out, it's pulling out. Going to let him come, touch of the brake, let the car know behind. I'm giving information as well as using it. Still in a suitable gear, lights have been on green for a while, be prepared to slow down, be prepared to stop. Not needing to, maintaining speed, going straight across, and fine. Round the ironworks. At this roundabout, we're going to go in the right-hand lane, straight on, and then at the second one, turning right. Braking all done, into an appropriate gear, braking off. Clear road ahead, watching the car on my inside. Car about to turn right, late signal, didn't go. It's clear for me. Slowing through acceleration sense. Sped up through the junction. Looked on my left, on my right. There was a car about to turn, but he didn't turn in the end. It was a late indicator and a wrong indicator, but I was ready for him. Looking into the far distance now, I'm heading directly into the sun. So a lot of other cars will be doing the same thing. In the far distance there's a young boy on a little push scooter, maintaining second, Suitable speed now, third. 27, 28 miles an hour. Again, watching the boy on the scooter, the car turning right ahead. He stopped, the boy, and I'm out, maintaining my car's door width around the parked cars. Again, heading directly into the sun. Cars are coming towards me will have a very good view of me. I've not got such a great view of them. I'm being blinded by the sun to some extent. Still looking ahead as far as I can see. There is a car about to turn towards me. There's another car coming out behind it, also turning towards me. There's a roundabout ahead. There's some brake lights on. Trying to get all my braking done, so I'm using acceleration sense for now. Now I'm going to put my foot on the brake, showing brake lights behind me, getting all my braking done. I'm in an appropriate gear. Braking is all finished. Braking phase is over, and again back into information, position, speed, gear, acceleration. Someone about to cross the crossing, let them come. In an appropriate gear. Been cut up from the inside. Let's see if they're actually going to cut me up. Indicating left, going left. Car in front of me was looking ahead, saw it come, had my indicator on, did my shoulder check around the ironworks. Still 30. No change of speed. Still going directly into the sun. There is a zebra crossing, nobody crossing it. Looking far into the distance, I can see a lot of brake lights. I can see a cyclist on the other side of the road. Cars pulling out of a junction. One will cross over my lane. I'm going to stay in lane 1 to go under this bridge. Maintain position 2.5 for safety there. I'm giving a very clear signal that I am not in the mood for moving. Slowing down. Speed limit still 30. Sun still directly in front of me. Looking into the far distance, there's a brow of a hill and then a curve to the left. So I'll come over to the right slightly, be seen by the car that's about to pull out. Should have a very good view of me, being in bright sunlight. We're going to move over now to position 1 for the right-hander. And maintaining speed, even though the cars behind want to go a bit faster than the speed limit. Into some shade now. Still 30. There's a repeater sign just to confirm that. 30 miles an hour. In position 2, dominating my lane. Letting the cars know we are going at the speed limit or very close to it. There's only one lane on my side of the road, although it's a wide one. Around the parked truck, looking ahead, traffic lights, red lights, brake lights are on, changing to green. Should be able to maintain speed, maybe speed up a little bit to ensure we get through those green lights. I'm maintaining my more than 2 second following gap behind the Lexus in front, and the 2 cars in front of the Lexus quite bunched up. So expecting that safety gap to narrow, I'm now maintaining my gap clearly, looking far into the distance. 2 lanes, the left hand lane turns to the left, the right hand lane goes straight on. We want to go straight on. The zebra crossing. No one on the crossing, no one near the crossing. A line of cars to the right hand lane, which is the one we want to be in, so let's slow down. Choose an appropriate gear. The lights have now changed. We're going to draw up behind this Megane in front, or this Captur in front, just in time to go through the green lights without having to stop. Smooth. Keeping it smooth. Now the cars in front are bunched together as you'd expect after going through a light. Traffic light, motorbike in front. I think it's just a moped. Yep, it is. And going uphill now. Looking far into the distance, I can see that the road bends to the right at the crown of the hill. Pedestrian is not going over the zebra crossing. I am in position 3. Sorry, I'm in position 1.5, going round this right-hander, having a good look. There are no opportunities for overtakes because we're all doing the speed limit. And if the speed limit was 50, yeah, there would be. Because they're all going rather slow. And they're bunched up together though, that's the thing. There's not very good landing point. Right. There's a sharper turn to the left here, so I'm in position 2.5. And then followed by a left-hand turn. Left-hand turn indicating pushing myself into position 2, now 1.5, now 1. All the braking's done, I'm in an appropriate gear. Accelerate round the corner, accelerate away. Into the national speed limit zone now. The van in front of me pulled away quite smartly. There's probably no chance of catching him for an overtake, unless I was really pushing myself. We're up to 53, 54, 54, 55. Brake lights ahead. Road goes around to the right. Using acceleration sense to slow down, keeping over to the left, but there's a junction on my left, so being mindful of that, in an appropriate gear, and accelerating out of the curve into the next one, linking that one with the previous one by coming into position 2.5, 3, didn't go fully into 3 for safety reasons of the oncoming car. Now back into position 1 for the right-hander, noticing the warning sign about horses and the chevrons to the right. This is going to be a tighter turn. Using acceleration sense, then braking, then choosing my gear, then I'm in an appropriate gear, braking all done. Come round, accelerate out of the turn, and into the next one. Maintaining position 2.5, using acceleration sense to slow down. Mindful of the car about to turn right, which just did. Speed limit now changed back to 30. Another warning sign for horses. Left hand turn, so maintaining the position towards the right. Lane sort of position 2.5-ish. And all the way around this curve, maintaining that position. Slightly over the speed limit here, slowing down. Having noticed. Car behind will no doubt want to go a bit faster. But there is in front a sign giving indication of warning to slow down, and I'm going to try and make sure that that doesn't light up for me. We're at 32, light not on, car behind being patient, no indicators, he's not overtaking me. We're at 34, going through the speed limit sign, position 2, 2.5. There's a curve coming up to my right. I'm going to take a position closer to 1. I'm in gear 3, which seems appropriate for this level of speed and turn. And just accelerate through the turn as we exit and back down again, maintaining the speed limit. Okay, looking into the distance, far distance, the van is still there. The zebra crossing had a pedestrian with a pram going towards it, but there was no indication they were going to get to it by the time I did, nor cross it. Blue car behind me has turned off to the left. It was a BMW, probably why I was patient, he was almost home anyway. Just having a look at the roads as I go past them for any cars that might appear. Now I've got 2 pedestrians here, one of whom looked like she was thinking about crossing the road. Van approaching me, so position 1 for safety. At the end, we're turning right, so signal. Slowing acceleration. Using brakes to slow down. Now choosing the appropriate gear. Prepared to stop, ready to go. This is unsure, so therefore stop and correctly. Fiesta turned in front, ready to go, nothing behind, off we go. Coming down to another roundabout now, into Harefield, going to turn right. So again, signal, slowing, using engine braking, now getting all the braking out the way, going into first. It's a slow turn, all the way round. It's all done, accelerating away, and into second and over to lane 1 for safety. Lane 1 for safety, and position 1 for safety. Looking far into the distance, we can see a junction of which there are cars turning across, so be mindful of that. We're still in 30 limit. There's the junction, we're going to go past it. Woman with a dog. Dog looks very excuse me, well behaved. Not about to do anything silly. There is a car behind. I'm checking my mirrors regularly. Got lights on, good to see, because we're going into dappled shade. Still 30. Through the forest, maintaining position 3 around this slight left-hand bend. Nothing behind, nothing in front. Lots of trees, dappled lighting. Could be quite blinding on my left-hand side, which is my good eye. Change of speed limit now, up to 40. We'll take that and move over into the right-hand position of lane 3. And for this left-hand bend, mindful, linking that to the right-hander coming up, so straight over to position 1. Noticing sign, gradient sign, downhill, make sure you're in a suitable gear. Slowing, there's a slow sign on the, I'm going to choose, I've done my slowing with engine braking and I'm going to choose gear 3 now. Looking through here, I can see water on the ground, so it was a good call. Sound the horn. Maintaining position 2 all the way around there and coming into the right-hander, position 1. Into position 1 for this uphill right-hander. Maintaining position, still at 40 the speed limit. Don't think it changed to a national. I think. Or did it? Did anyone notice a national speed limit sign? Okay, it's a single road, so single carriageway road, so I was over in position 3 there, and now a left-hand turn. Get all your braking done first, then choose the appropriate gear second, accelerate through the corner, and off you go. Coming out of the corner, linking it into my next bend, changing gear into third, over to the left for the right-hander, and then straight away linking that into position 3 for the left-hander. Now noticing the sun directly on me, I'm going to put the sun visor down. Sun visor is now down. There's obviously a junction here. I'll be right over to the left-hand side as we tow around this right-hander. There's a farm, and rightly so for the oncoming traffic. Now here's a series of bends, so I'm over to position 3 for safety, going slightly towards 2 and straight back out to 3, and then having a good look round, noticing the speed limit sign change, and back into 1 for the right-hander, minding the potholes. We're in position 1, looking far into the distance. The sun is now gone. We're in the suitable speed. Left hand with a junction to the right, so over to the right. Mindful of the traffic on the junction. Sorry. There's a school sign, but it's late in the evening now. It's 8 o'clock, so I don't need to think about school children at this point. Speed sign said I'm doing 31. Got a right hand bend here, get all my braking done. I'm in an appropriate gear. Now I'm going to accelerate through as I come out of that. And linking that into my next left-hander, I'm on the right-hand side, position 3, linking that straight through to a right-hander, I'm now in position 1 and position 2 for safety, and linking again to the next bend, which brings me past the Tesco's entrance, which could be quite busy, and on the main road again, 30 miles an hour, traffic light, left turn only, slowing through acceleration, getting all of it done before the junction, ready to stop if I need to, in appropriate gear, and leaving an appropriate distance behind the car in front, stopping. And almost immediately we're off and we're in the right gear, so there is no pause. 2 lanes ahead at a roundabout. I am in lane 1 because I want to turn left. I'm going to signal. I'm in an appropriate gear. I'm using my engine to brake. I'm ready to go. There's a signal from the right. I'm going to have to slow down. Appropriate gear change. And that was nice because I was ready to go but prepared to stop. Information changed everything. Saw the white car in front, a Corsa I think, with an indicator on, about to come all the way around the roundabout towards me. That main line was back to phase 1, information, position, speed, gear, acceleration, and I went all the way back to information. There was new information. A car was about to cross my path, therefore had to change my position, my speed and my gear. So I went down to first. I actually went to 0. I stopped, put my foot down momentarily I believe, and then as soon as they were passed, off I went, accelerated away. There's a pedestrian about to cross. That's new information. You're slowing down, getting all your braking done, you're in an appropriate gear and ready to go. No need to put the foot down. Slow control. Same again, slow control. Clarified the line markings here. That's good. Turning towards the left here. Shoulder check. And they want to go well past me. Let him do his own thing. I'm just going to let him go. That'll show the state of mind. And we're turning left following the dickhead. Getting all of that out of the way, accelerating through the corner again. So again, accelerating through that corner. And we're up to the speed limit, which is 40. Following dickhead. And then a Volkswagen Torque or Golf or something like that. Could even be a new Polo. They all look so similar. We're at the speed limit. Dickhead stuck behind someone in front. If the speed limit was 60, what he would do is obviously accelerate round. Or if he had an exemption, accelerate round, but he's a bit of a dickhead, so you're just going to hassle him, get up a bit close. There's no real chance to overtake on a road like this. Everyone's doing the speed limit or very close to or just over. Roadworks. Let's not focus on the idiots. Still very regular mirror checks. Mercedes behind me. Very poor lighting conditions in front, so for safety I'm really maintaining position 2. I'm maintaining my safety bubble from the car in front. I'm still moving towards the left and towards the right of the centre line in order to maximise my view, but realistically there's no chance of an overtake here. Very poor view because of the sun. Looking ahead I can see a lot of sunlight glare. Okay, dickhead's turning left now. Probably lives around here, some rich snobby swine. one of these big fancy houses. Let's have a little look. There he goes. Thinks he's been really clever. Must have been about most of 2 seconds in front of me. They're cutting me up. There is potentially an overtake on here through the middle. I'm in an appropriate gear to get away. I'm not supposed to go through. Not supposed to go past the first car at waiting traffic lights. I'm being the ambassador for motorcyclists, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go through those though. They're orange. The cars behind didn't make it. So just one car in front. Now, there is some fast road ahead, but with the sun where it is, it may be very difficult to think about overtaking. And if it's not safe, it's not safe. Nobody wants you to make progress unsafely. Traffic lights ahead here. There is a moped at the front of the queue, then this Ford Focus behind me. I slowed, I'm in an appropriate gear, checking my mirrors, updating my information all the time. Parked car to the left, mindful of that. Junction to the left. Quite a busy junction, a few cars coming out of there. Take a position slightly over to the right, 2.5. Maintaining position behind the Ford in front. There's a school cricket game going on here. There's a speed change now, going up to 40. Now, if the sun wasn't a hazard, there may well be opportunities for overtaking. But with the sun in the position it's in, that may present a difficulty. So, position, dominating my lane, looking round the corner. Again, the sun actually blinding me there for momentarily. Information position speed, I should be doing 40 now. Now we've got a right hand turn here. There's an opportunity after this right hand turn, potentially. Way over to the left, looking through for a good view, and go. Make sure junction is clear, make sure still in the speed limit, and away we went. Yes, that worked. Just within the speed limit. And there may be another overtake on here. The speed limit's still 40. Or did it change? Did anybody notice a speed change? I think we're at 60 now, nationals. So let's go. There's the speed change sign. 3. It's very difficult to see because of the sun, but that is definitely a speed change sign. So we're going up to the following position now. Let's chase. What's it called? Catch, match, and dispatch. So we're going to catch the car in front, catch him up, catch it, and we're going to just be mindful. We're going to catch and match. We're now matched. No opportunity. No. Looking for it, but no, there's a junction to the right and cars coming directly towards me, so there's definitely no overtake on. So we're still maintaining the catch and match. So we're at catch and match and coming over to position 3 for a good look round this bend. Stilling at match, and there's no chance of an overtake. There's oncoming traffic, but the car in front is slowing, and there may be shortly. Here we go. There is definitely on now. Let's go. And the car coming out that really didn't need to come into my lane, but it did. And that was an okay overtake, it just wasn't perfect. Because it was still a bit of a momentum overtake, what I wanted to do. Right, okay, let's move on to the next thing. Position 1 for this right-hander. Linking that to position 3 for this left-hander. Speed sign in the distance. Let's bring the speed down. Through acceleration sense. No brakes required, apart from the engine. And and position 2 for safety, and by the time we hit that sign we're at the speed limit, and the car behind getting all upset, thinking he wants to go round. Let him go. He's got no chance whatsoever of doing anything about me going round him if I want to. Way faster than that old Nissan Micra. Okay, left-hander over to the right, having a good look round the bend. Car in front now deliberately slowing because I think he knows there's a speed camera coming up, which is signposted, and linking this right-hander with the left-hander with the right-hander. I've slowed, information position, speed, gear. I need to drop down a gear to match my speed, and again over to the right for the left-hander, nothing behind, so it's completely safe to do so. From the right over to the left for the right-hander, and now I've got a good view in front, so let's stay in position 2, maintaining the speed limit 30, and that was a nice little run really. We're going to go up to Amersham and then back down the faster road. Okay, so we've got a junction here, all sorts of things going on. We're going to slow, get all the braking done, indicating to the right. Braking is all done. Now change because of the indicator. Round, over we go. Speed limit is now 30. Through the dappled light trees, over to position 3 for a view. You can see a car indicating to the right, far distance, and one further ahead. Zebra crossing, nobody crossing. Still not good with the sun straight in front of us. And now a nicer view around this corner, and even though it's a right and a left, I'm actually over to the right hand side, linking, straightening that bend essentially, and accelerating through it, and then having to reduce my speed because there's a traffic light ahead and the car in front is already slowing. So I've slowed myself down. I'm doing my brakes, now an appropriate gear change, back down to a stop and into first and stop. It's only going to be momentarily. There's a Porsche coming to my right, and we're off. A little bit close, following distance there, can slow that down. Slow speed's hard to achieve 2 seconds, but take the safety margin. Behind we got maybe the same VW that we passed a while ago. Junction to the right, cars turning, but they're maintaining their patience. Maintaining safety gap. Very poor visibility in front due to the sun. Slightly better now because it's masked by the trees. We're at 30. The speed limit's 30. There's no chance of an overtake. So maintaining the safety distance behind, because the car in front of me is nowhere even close to half a second in front of the car in front of him. So I'm taking extra care because he's really not taking any care. Okay, it's a straight road, just regular mirror checks. Traffic light in front, it's on green. It's an indicator to the left for the car in front, going left. Car coming out of a junction on my left. I'm maintaining position 2 very clearly, giving information I'm not crossing. Past the children at the zebra, or pelican crossing. The car in front now sped up. Another junction, it's a roundabout, going straight on. Getting all my braking done. Choosing an appropriate gear. Looking for go signs to go, it's clear, accelerating away. Other junction, left-hander, staying in gear 2. Let's stay right out to the right. At the apex, come in, accelerate through, look out for the car in front turning right, maintaining gear, they're off, we're going, speed still 30, so maintaining that speed, going downhill, likely to push me over the speed limit, so I'm still maintaining my gear, which is third, to just hold me in that gear for a little bit longer, hold me in that speed range rather. Information, position, speed, gear, acceleration. Information is there's a car behind me that wants to go a bit faster. The road now lost its sunlight in front, which is helpful. That means it's getting dark. Lights have gone on cars. Round to the right here. Maintaining position 1 and a bit. Okay, double broken lines have now, sorry, the double solid lines have now broken, and we're going to be finding it hard to maintain the speed limit and coming up to a roundabout. I'm going to go straight, getting all the braking done, getting all our braking done, getting all our braking done. Now an appropriate gear. Car coming, done. No need to stop, but certainly first. Away, Nationals, away quickly, briskly, professionally, business-like. I'm not going crazy with the acceleration, but not wasting any time. Let's do the match, catch and dispatch, possibly. Well, the road is going to run out fairly soon. There's definitely was a chance, if it had been a bit longer, to do a bit of match, catch, match and dispatching. But the road is about to run out at this roundabout, so we'll maintain. Want to go straight. Still in the Nationals, slowing, getting all the braking done, appropriate gear, ready to stop, and yes, information changed everything. No signal on that Ford. We're away, accelerating through the junction. And slightly uphill, slightly left-hander, so over to the right-hand side. Just see the tail of the car in front, giving us an indication of where it is. Maintaining position 3 on this left-hander. There are at least 3 cars and then a van. So it looks like 2 now. So let's go position 1. We're going to go to the right. Getting all the braking done early. And surely on this road there must be some chances. We're at the national speed limits. We've got 2 lanes. We're going uphill. We're going round. And not quite enough to go around the third one, which is fine. That's exactly fine, because what we want to do, in actual fact, is do a practice catch, match and dispatch. So we're at catch and we're at match, and we can definitely have a little look out here. It's safe, there's no problem, round we go and in safely in time, no problem at all. The only problem is the car behind seems to want to go at 100 miles an hour. Braking, braking, braking. Braking it all out the way. Now an appropriate gear for the roundabout. And accelerating through the roundabout. Car behind. Keeping him in mind, because it looks to me like he wants to go much faster than I do, so let him go. There he goes. And I'm still happy. At least I managed to get 1 catch, match and dispatch done very, very neatly. Now we're on the dual carriageway, 2 lanes, still going into the sun, so being mindful of that. Nationals, dual carriageway with 2 lanes, speed limit is 70. Looking far into the head, we can see some brake lights. Speed limit change coming down to 50 now. Speed limit is now 50. And again, the worst thing about this is the sun. I'm going to take a U-turn, so we're going to have a quick look over our shoulder. Nothing there. Turning right at these lights and basically go home. Pretty much the same way we came. Slowing, slowing, slowing. Brake, brake, brake. Gear, gear, gear. All the way down to 1, ready to stop. Not having to. Double checking. The lights worked in my favour. So what we've got now is we're going away from the sun. So just need to be mindful that the cars coming towards me will be fairly blind like I was a while ago. And this is much better. I can see very well. I can raise my sunglasses filter, and I'm up at 70 on the dual carriageway with the car about to pass me. I'm doing 75. Well, if I'm doing 75, he must be doing 85, 90. Roundabout. Right, getting the braking done early. Engine braking for now. Now some front brake. Now some back brake. A suitable gear. Going to be looking to go round here in third and accelerate out of this bend. Minding the pothole, accelerating in, out of the bend and down this rather nice road towards Amersham, and a one carriageway road now. Still quite a fast road. Not a lot to say here, just keeping a good look in the distance, far distance and behind, noticing the car's lights behind. Car lights over the brow of the hill. I see 3, 2, 1 and a roundabout. Here we're going to be taking the junction to Wickham, no, Watford. Amersham, Watford. Braking out the way. Car to the right. It's only one lane, so we're coming in, sharing. Mini may well take me. Let him go. Still at national speed limit, which means what? On a 3 carriageway road. 60 in that direction, 70 in this direction. Well, it's actually not a dual carriageway, is it? That's the trick. It's a single carriageway. Over to the right to go straight on. The turn arrows. Nice to get a little bit of speed on through here. Okay, position 3, looking round this bend. 2 for safety. Still 3. Heading towards Watford. Second exit. Getting all my braking done first. Slow, 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 slow. Now a gear to match. At the moment that's second. Might need to be first. It is, because there's a car coming and another one, and we're going to try and do slow control. Yep, no foot down. Indicator on. Accelerate through there and up the hill into second. Over to the left straight away for the right hander, and over the brow of the hill. Moving over to position 3, because we're coming into a left-hander. Position 3 with 3 cars in front. one of which was the one that overtook you a while back. Still maintaining very close to the double line, no overtaking that line. Can overtake, there's something inside, but can't go over that line. Itchy. Just gonna itch a little. Itchy and scratchy show. Okay, going up the hill. School there with a few night classes going on possibly, so a few cars coming in and out. Just keeping over to the left, have a little look through the inside line, and you can see now indicators gone on, which gives you early warning to slow, because they're either looking or about to turn left. Slowing, 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 appropriate gear, and then away we go. Information, position, speed, gear. Maintaining second through here. There's a junction coming up into third. Number of junctions. We want to basically take the signs to Watford, so over to the left hand side for the right hander, maintaining that all the way through, accelerating away and then slowing down instantly using acceleration sense, braking done, get it all out of the way. An appropriate gear is second here, and we're through, and now we're into this, so that's new information. Position, speed, gear down to 1. Okay, with the information, it's take, use and give. Been taking a lot of information in, giving it through the position of the bike on the road. That tells other road users where you could reasonably be expected to be going next, and of course using the indicators and even the horn from time to time. So here we're seeing a dog, we're seeing some pedestrians, we're seeing another dog on a lead, some more pedestrians, people putting out their bins for presumably tomorrow morning. Might be other people wanting to put their bins out. Garage cars might be coming out of. Let's think about what you might reasonably expect, even if you can't necessarily see inside the garage. There's a big pub there. What can we see in the distance? In the far distance I can see some green lights, some green traffic lights, which right next to looks like a speed sign. And then in the middle distance I can see the cars that are pulling in and stopping, turning around, doing U-turns. And it's not a speed sign, it's a keep left sign. So we're in a 30. It's appropriate to keep a quite buzzy gear that keeps you reminded you're in a 30. You're going to be doing 45, your engine's going to tell you you've got to change gear, and you're going to think, oh, I need to change gear. But actually I don't need to change gear because I'm in a 30. You're not in a 40. So that'll remind you. But I'm thinking ecologically now, so I'm in a into fourth. I've got really nothing behind me for a while, nothing in front of me, but the person behind me is gaining on me, because although I'm in a 30, they are definitely treating it like a 40. I've got to double question myself, am I certain it's a 30? Oh, sorry, and I'm over to the left there for the right hander, and now I'm coming up to a little roundabout. I mean, I can see, right, slowing, getting all my braking done in one go, in appropriate gear, brakes now done, off, accelerate out the corner, and again, accelerating up into third. But I'm still maintaining that there have been no speed signs. What is telling me that this is a 30? Street lamps. I'm over to the left for the right hander, but not so much because there are parked cars, people getting in and out of them. And now we've got a left hander, so I'm maintaining a position towards the centre line, but thinking about safety of oncoming traffic. Round here there's another right hander, so I'm straight over but mindful of the cyclist. Round him in position 3, and now people about to cross the road, slowing, 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 and ready to stop, and stopping. away we go. Farm obviously nearby. For that reason I took a very close position to position 1, and now I'm maintaining position 1 for the right-hander, still at 30 speed limit. Looking into the far distance I see a van and a car and a speed sign change. Looks like a national, and it's still a bit of a way up, but it might not apply to this road, or it might be applying to the road on the left. As soon as we get there we'll know. Maintaining position over to the left hand side, position 1, until we get close to it, and it's looking like it's definitely applying to this road. It's on both sides of the road, and so we're up and we're off. And now we're going to be looking for any opportunity for catch, match and dispatch. We're straight up to the national speed limit, position 3 round the left hander. There's something in the far distance. By the time I catch them, the opportunity may well have gone, but we'll see. There's not a lot of national speed limit road, this road. I'm over to the left for safety, and also I can see the road going around to the right hand side. A warning sign for horses. I'm slightly under the speed limit, so let's speed up. Still thinking about catching the car in front. I'm over to position 3. There was a little bit of a tram line in the road just there. Gave me a bit of a wobble, a little bit of scary. Right, still trying to catch, but not really making that much progress. Round to the right, so over to the left. Position 1. Getting a good look round. There's a car. The van's gone. The van probably must have turned off. Left-hander, so I'm over to the right. The car about to turn, but he's certainly not going to now, seeing me. Something in the middle of the road there. Anybody notice the speed sign change? Back down to 40. As I said, not much of an opportunity for catch, match and dispatch, even though I did try. So, over to the left for the right-hander, and then straight over to the right for the left-hander. More or less seeing straight through, straight lining. Still at 40. School sign irrelevant this time of night, now 8:30. Over to the left for the right-hander. And over to the middle for safety. Thinking about going over a bit further if the conditions allow. Slowing through acceleration sense, an appropriate gear. Maintaining that gear through here, even though it's a 40, I'm on 3rd. Just to give me a bit of extra torque. Another tractor coming towards me, so I'm maintaining position 1 and a bit in case anything comes flying off the tractor, and noticing that the traffic in front is definitely slowing as we come into the 30, past the cricket match, which is now finished, past the village green, village clock saying 8:35, slowing. I can see traffic ahead, lots of red lights. Using my observation skills, there is a traffic light ahead, slowing that down. Now in appropriate gear. Might need to stop. Does need to stop. No real chance of overtaking there. And away we go. So, what have I done? Getting my braking done all in one go, linking my curves and practicing the 3-phase overtake method of catch, match and dispatch. Now in position 2, just holding it steady back here, trying to keep things smooth. There's no hard riding at this point. You know, we've got lights ahead again. Speed limit changed to 40, but lights are on red. These two lanes go into one very shortly and some turn right. No one's coming past me. I'm through the lights. And there's the chevron saying you come back. I'm still at 40. Following the cars in front. Leaving myself a nice little gap. I'm going to give it a little test in just a second. Going to do my rule. Which, here we go, she's a chap. Only a fool, son of the 2-second rule. That wasn't a chap, it was a lady. But anyway, get the thing. So, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Only a fool, that must be at least 3. So keeping that in mind at 40, what that looks like. What does the 2-second rule look like at different speeds? That's something I do for myself. No one's ever said that to me, but I know what it looks like roughly at 40, and I just check it. I know what it looks like roughly at 30, and I check it, and I know what it looks like roughly at 70, and I check it. And if I'm wrong, I adjust. I'm not looking to overtake on this road. Speed limit's 40, I'm doing 37. You know, to overtake that extra 3 miles an hour, A, I'd probably have to break the speed limit to overtake safely enough to get back in time, and B, what's the point? I might gain one car. Plus, the car in front of me is not even half a second behind the van. Let's do a check on that. 0, what? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even 1. Let's do Mississippi. 0, Mississippi. No, I didn't even get to Mississippi. I mean, I didn't even get through halfway through Mississippi. So again, as earlier, I'm mindful of the car in front's following gap not being sufficient, and therefore I'm making sure mine is totally sufficient. I'm maintaining, really dominating my lane most of this time. I don't really need a far view in front, as long as I can see far view in front from my dominating position. I'm happy with that at this point. Right, roundabout. Let's see if we can apply everything. So, take, use information, take, use, give, signal. Now, information, position. Position, I'm in the right position, getting all my braking done. I'm adjusting my speed. Now, I'm adjusting my gear. I'm in an appropriate gear to go round the roundabout, double checking in my shoulder checks. All my braking's done. I'm maintaining a positive throttle, trying to accelerate through that corner and down into the next one. Bit of a flick on the bike, over to the left, lane change with a shoulder check. Well, we're staying over to the left, we're in third, doing 34, knowing that I need to keep left because I'm going to be essentially going slowing, appropriate gear, brake off, probably slightly overlap that wrongly, indicate, and accelerating through the junction, speed change 40, and that didn't feel too good actually. The acceleration was difficult. I wanted to slow down, not speed up. And being mindful that I've got a really good view and the cars in front of me, they've got their wipers on and they're holding their hand up trying to get a good view because of the sun. Just taking a little speed down this little bit here because I wanted to get ahead of the car in front. I'm going to be turning right here. I'm doing my brakes all done. Now an appropriate gear. Braking's all done. And we're maintaining positive acceleration around here, even if it's 1 mile an hour. Over to the left. Accelerating through here, staying in lane 2 because we're turning right. Turning right. And up the hill. Braking all done, appropriate gear. Shoulder check. Maintain positive acceleration. looking where we wanted to go. And now over into lane 3, I'm in position 3, up the hill. Speed limit is 40. Again, the road surface was not great. I observed it, but maybe a little bit late. So, what can we say? Speed limit's 40. We're in position 3 for the left-hander. Check the road surface, still at 40, there's a repeater sign. Over to position 1 for the right-hander, so that was a nice link. Want to link these bends. I'm over to the position 1 for the right-hander. Maintaining position 1, position 1, position 1, position 1, until I can see through it. Now I've got the brow of the hill, I'm slowing my speed because I'm gaining on the car in front. Breaking my safety gap, I'm over towards position 3. There's chevrons, so I'm in position 3, about to go left, suitable gear. Can't really accelerate through it because the cars in front are going slow. Is there a chance for an overtake? Is this a catch, match and dispatch situation? The situation, the speed limit is 40, we're doing 30. It could be. Are you in appropriate gear? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. There are 3 cars. How many are you going to get past? All 3 of them? Can you land in front of one? Not very easily. The opportunity is probably passing as we speak because cars are coming towards us. If there was ever a chance it would be now, but there's arrows saying come back in, so you really can't. Followed by solid white lines, so really no opportunity there. Still at 40. We'll pass the national speed limit road on the right in just a moment. This is the way we started. We went down there. So of course we've got the right-hander coming up. So we've done all our slowing through engine braking and in appropriate gear. In a position mindful of the cyclist. And that was part of our information gathering phase. Cyclist is on the left, the road's not great. How are you going to navigate past the cyclist and maintain yourself within the double white lines and maintain looking at the bad road surface? Nice and slow, steady, past the cyclist, no need to rush. There's a speed sign here, a speed camera here. So we're making sure we're in that speed limit, which we were anyway. Left-hander, so over to the right. Checking the road surfaces all the way round. Now we're linking it, coming into position 1 for the right-hander. Traffic lights ahead, some cars changing lanes, we're going straight. Getting all our braking done in one go. Right, I've touched the brake, I'm not going to stop touching the brake until the braking's done. Braking is getting done, now it's done, and appropriate gear is second. And away we go with just one touch of the brake. It might have been a long touch, but it was one touch. Let's come down the hill through the looking into the long distance. We can see some cars going to the right, so we know the bend goes to the right. So taking a position over to the left to get the view round. Mindful of the car behind as well. Been watching us carefully. Junction, traffic lights. One touch of the brake and maintaining that one touch all the way down. Choosing an appropriate gear. Getting all the braking done in one. All the braking done in one, and we're going to have to stop momentarily. And then away we go. Nice smooth gear change. Car to the right, turning right. Touch of the brake to indicate we're slowing, all in one. Are you in an appropriate gear mark? Probably slightly higher than you should be. Only momentarily, and you know the capability of your bike. So if you know your bike can take it, then maybe for a split second Maybe you shouldn't, but you know you can. It was very safe. It wasn't like I was doing a split second at 90 miles an hour. I was doing a split second at 19 miles an hour. In third, yeah, probably be better off in second, but I know the bike can take it. I can actually probably take off in third. I can definitely get into third by 10 if I really want to. So being mindful of your bike capabilities as well. I'm continuing to update my information by looking in the mirrors, noticing the speed limit sign. My position was over to the right for the left-hander and now over to the left for the right-hander. Mindful of the car about to potentially pull out of the garage, underground garage place. Now, brow of a hill, take position 2. I can't see over the brow of the hill, so I'll just maintain my safety margin. And in the long far distance, this road straightens out, goes under a bridge and continues straight. There's some roadwork signs ahead, so we'll take an appropriate gear, having done a little bit of engine braking. Through the roadworks, we're into second. Even though we're in a lane, we were going straight on. That's marked to be a left, there was no choice, and a pedestrian crossing about to be used, but went straight through it. Should really have stopped there. I know he saw me, I saw him, but still, to get 100% should have stopped. Another one here, have a good look, no one coming. Bus stopping ahead, car's about to go round, they'll have to pull out, the bus is now pulling out. Pedestrian who's got off the bus is waiting on the left. Cars are slowing in an appropriate gear for the speed. Coming up to the roundabout. Same car behind, information, position. My position is that I'm going straight ahead. That's being given away by my position on the road. I'm dominating the centre of lane 1 as I'm going round as per Deep Hill Crossing. New information. Again, just following the car in front, dominating my position in position, dominating the road in position 2, letting them know there's no chance of an overtake here on these urban roads. Possibly someone looking to cross the road, they didn't. What can I see in the far distance? Well, behind me there's a new moped delivery person. In front, although we've gone into a dip right now, a few seconds ago there was definitely a car in front of the car in front, white car, heading down towards the roundabout. Driving in an economical gear right now. It's not the most responsive gear, so I'm going to change that. And there's actually a perfect match. Third for urban roads most of the time is absolutely fine on this machine. Don't know about yours. So a lot of parked cars on the left. I'm maintaining my position out towards the centre line. Still inside the line of the car in front. I think there's a motorbike coming towards me. Yep. Little nod. Getting all the braking done. Choose an appropriate gear. Let's accelerate through. And again, no braking, engine braking, accelerate through. Positive acceleration. Coming up to the traffic lights. Getting all my braking done first. Slowing, 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 slowing. Appropriate gear, ready to stop, looking to go if I can. No need for a foot down, unlike the moped. I'm off. And he's actually turning right, so fair enough. We're at the speed limit, which is 30. Don't need to intensely look around bends, but I will anyway, just for good habit. So over to the left for the right-hander. Mindful of the junction there. Mindful of the car coming out in front of me now. So there were 2 cars in front of me. I expect there's now 3, which there are, that I can see. And again, that responsive gear. Got chevrons, speed limit sign, reduce speed now sign, and everything telling me to slow down. I'm over to the right. Inside the hatched area, there are bars keeping people in lane. There's clearly been incidents there where people have gone out of their lane at too fast a speed. So we're slowing down, coming into an urban area, even more urban area now. There is a roundabout ahead with a straight on and a right turn. First and second exit. We are taking first exit. Going straight on, so an appropriate gear. Ready to stop if need be. Getting all the braking done, and off we go. Filtering smoothly into that gap. Mindful of the car about to turn left now, so no need to change gear yet. And after the made their manoeuvre, we'll do so. Again, no real need to look all the way around this bend at these low speeds, but still good practice. Mindful of the parked cars now, so coming way out into position 3. In fact, probably slightly on the centre line for some points there, having checked the mirrors, made sure there's nothing behind in anywhere close to me. So, maintaining that position 3, close to the centre line. Car in front, right wheels is slightly over the centre line, so I'm probably where the driver's head is in terms of my position. Now I'm coming up to a train station and a slight overpass, probably over a railway line. So let's just hold here. There's no chance for overtaking, there's no need to overtake. We're doing the speed limit or thereabouts. Nothing in front. He is going very slow now, 24, 25. Coming to the roundabout. Let's get all the slowing done this side of the roundabout. Choose an appropriate gear. Is information going to change? Yes it is, because the car in front slowed to a stop almost. So let's take a line all the way around there, maintaining some lane discipline. I didn't want to necessarily straighten that one. We'll see about the next one. Coming up to this might be a potential overtake. No, not really. But looking for it all the time. We're coming up to a little bit of dual carriageway. An appropriate gear. Got all your braking done, yes. He's literally stopping. So again, I'll take my way round. There's nothing behind, I'll cut in a bit. Catch, match and dispatch. There's catch, there's matched, there's dispatch. This roundabout we're turning right. Getting the braking all done. Appropriate gear. Maintaining that positive throttle all the way around here now. Shoulder checks done. Maintaining that positive throttle all the way around. Turning left. Shoulder checks, all good. Into a 30. All fine. Into the 30-mile-an-hour zone. Having a little stand. A little rest. Just have a little stand for a second. No real motorcycling need for that. I just wanted to stretch my legs. So coming up to this roundabout here. I'm not sure I'm recording. Oh, I am. Okay, I was just taking a moment there to be slightly indulgent. Coming down to the roundabout, appropriate gear is 1, because I'm probably going to have to stop. Maybe not. No need to stop. Very nearly, but not quite. So don't like putting the foot down if I don't need to. Watchful, mindful of the car turning right. Car reversing towards me now. Position 3. Mainly for safety. Catching. On the catch phase. This was the chap who was in front of me. Put its foot down and then went off. Round the delivery van into position 3 for safety. Where is he going? Why is he doing this speed now? Wanted to zoom past me earlier. Not really going to go round him with a roundabout just in front. Signalling early, going into position 3, getting all my engine braking done. I'm in an appropriate gear. Positive acceleration sense around the mini roundabout. And he's about to turn into his delivery bay. Let him go. Down here. Again. Left-hander, but for safety reasons I'm in position 1.5 to 2